Hi, my name is Beakmull, or just Beak will do. And yes, beak is as in a bird's beak. The way I came up with the name was actually I just typed into Google anagram of my actual name, and it came up with quite a few suggestions, and this one seemed relevant. Actually, it's helped me along the way because it means I don't have to use my own name. And then I can use this on all sorts of different things. So my name is actually Luke Lamb, so you can put that into Google and try your own anagram. This is my first real vlog. I'm working on this to try and have a living from it, I suppose. It's something I love doing. I really enjoy playing the games. I enjoy talking. Sometimes I don't because it's obviously concentrating on the game. And at the moment I'm currently showing a screenshot of one of my characters on the Division. The question is, how did I get here? Well, it's a reasonably long history, and I'm working from a script because I went to YouTube, and I've also a member on Twitch. I see there's a couple of other ones where you can load up, and so I'm basically a 45-year-old parent of two children of the age of 9 and 11, and they both basically have iPads now currently, but obviously when I started out as a kid, there was not really much of this stuff. Actually, I began out on the ZX81, where you actually had to program your games, and it was hard work, but good fun. And a green screen, of course, green letters anyway, on a black screen. And from there, it just sort of evolved up. I went up to Sinclair's other units, and then basically into, was it Amstrad? Yeah, was also in that. And I've been on and off computers and consoles for the best part of, must be over 25 years. So unlike all of these other little children that play around on these games, I have a little bit of experience. But that doesn't actually mean much as far as actual gameplay or understanding goes. I've had to reteach myself how to do these things. Now the reason for this, as I get back to the children, was because I wanted to know what was going on as far as games were concerned, and also how these units work. Obviously a lot has changed. The internet has made a big impact. Obviously connectivity as regards these to these type of games, and also just things in general, like YouTube obviously has a big connectivity. So I thought I would educate myself, which I've been doing now for the best part of a couple of years. And finally kind of stumbled into doing these vlogs. So this is my first one properly. The rest I've loaded up are sort of attempts at playing the games, mainly Battlefront from Star Wars, because that's big at the moment. It was big back when I was a child, but they didn't really have any games for it. It was all about what was going on in the cinema. In fact, actually, I saw Star Wars in a drive-in movie in America when the first one was released. So that was good fun. Anyway, where was I? That's why you need a script. I see. So, okay, children, back to the children. So, with my children, I basically allowed them to download games, and YouTube was on there as well. So YouTube is a good medium for being able to access lots of different things, from cartoons, films, informational blogs, vlogs, whatever you want to call them, and also people showing you how to do walkthroughs in games, who I have quite great respect for. When I loaded the games up for my children, I didn't expect, firstly, the kind of content I saw. Now, the majority of it in this day and age is what would be classified in my day and age as quite highly adult, in the way of the talking, which involves profanity, swearing, which we can all do, and we all do. You can see some do it more than others. I think the reason some people do it is to fill the space in with extra words. I try not to. I try only using profanity when obviously something goes wrong. In my case, in the Division, that's quite often, so yes, I do swear quite a bit. So I do understand it, but I'd like to see a bit more curbing of it and see the use of the language better done. So yes, I've seen my son, they both, son and daughter, both load up Minecraft. I think that's great. I think Minecraft is a beautiful game to play for any age. I did struggle with it when I first saw it. I didn't think anything of it, but as we've progressed, you can, all of us see, Minecraft is definitely a very versatile environment for children. When I was a child, having the freedom to be able to make bits and pieces out of, well, whatever you can find with your hands was the options that I had. Now the option is to use your mind and your imagination to create online rather than obviously in reality. Yes, you could do it with Lego and obviously other materials, but Minecraft actually gives a good form of structure. So I was very happy to load that up. I have it both on I had bought it for the Xbox, I bought it for the PlayStation, and it's also, I bought it for the iPad. And they get great use out of it. They use it daily, and I'm very happy to see some of the stuff that they've produced. Absolutely amazing. I mean, I just really couldn't imagine doing that kind of stuff when I was young. Although, obviously, if I had that ability, if I had that access, I would be doing it. So moving from that, there is also now all different types of games for the PlayStation, for the iPad, and they obviously needed loading up. And as they got loaded up, I get to see them, I get to play them, and so I took a general interest to see what the content was. And they vary. Some will grab you for a while. You play them. And a lot of them require money to boost your credits to obviously get higher in the games. So I can see where the money's made from the industry, and I can see how it grabs the children and adults in pushing forward in games. Similar, I've got here with the Division, I have actually bought a season pass. So these people were doing a very good job in increasing their revenue by doing what they call download content, DLC. I'm having to learn all of the abbreviations that the younger generation use in order to understand what's going on. So as I progressed with the iPads and the children, I started to like what I saw, and I enjoyed watching lots and lots of YouTube walkthroughs about games, reviews, just amazing stuff. So I figured I could sit down and try and do the same myself. It's difficult. I certainly at the moment I'm struggling with the video editing. In fact, I don't do any editing at all. I literally just stream this on. Which ends up meaning that some of these videos are have been very long. I will be trying to get myself a more powerful computer, because the one I have at the moment doesn't have the facility to do editing, unlike the setups I've seen from some of these YouTubers. They have pretty powerful equipment. Firstly, they have their consoles, they have their recording equipment, they have computers separated even to do the editing, They have special mics to speak into. I have a very simple setup. I'm using basically a PlayStation camera. I'm using an LG TV and a PS4 console. I would like to go over to the PC, but that's going to take some time. I need to have a better room to do what I need to do, and I also need to practice talking to you, the audience. So that I've gone over to YouTube's bootcamp to learn how to use and how to engage customers. I do like the American entertainment value of all of this, but I would like to have an English spin to it. I have watched a few English people do this. There are a couple of names there that do stand out. What amazes me is the numbers. When I see the viewing public per video, or should I say upload, the numbers are staggering, and then the subscribership of these things again is staggering. The numbers are phenomenal. Some of these people, and I will name one in this first video, a gentleman I do follow is under the name of the Rad Barad. Brilliant, I have to say. It's very well done. The videos are very short. They're every new game that comes out. He talks about, plays. He's a very competent player, I have to say. He's been doing it for 6 years, so I'm playing catch up. I would like to be up at that kind of level. So at the moment I follow him. I watch daily what he does. I watch maybe 2 to 3 of his uploads, or as when he does upload, I try to catch up with them. Some of them I do struggle with. The Walking Dead at the moment I'm not really getting into. I have been pretty selective over the games. Obviously I'm in a different situation to these other YouTubers in the fact that I don't have a huge comprehensive game library. I have this, obviously The Division, Far Cry, and then a couple of others for the children, Assassin's Creed. So I am playing them. Now, what I've done recently and to get to this stage now is I've been playing The Division. Here you can see for 7 days, 18 hours and 50 minutes. I'm really struggling, and I can understand generally that the public do struggle with this. I see other people play alongside me with the similar stats that I have. I've worked pretty hard to get to this stage. I've got a long way to go, and I've been very frustrated, which is probably not a good thing. When I play in the dark zone in this game, in other words against real people, I struggle. I really do. It's taken me a while to get my head around what goes on, to get where you need to get is basically means killing a lot of other people. If you want to get there quickly, that's how you got to do it. On top of that, you do need to join groups. So, okay, well, I think my intro for this is to say that I'm going to try and make a career. I have the time at the moment, currently. I'm very passionate about this. I love the amazing technology that is coming through. You can see just within the graphics alone the evolution of the computer is amazing. So I'm gonna push forward and see where this takes me. So what I will do is I will end this video just showing you with my character here, and then I'm going to go to the next video, which is to then make to do with my season pass. I will then go and run a couple of missions if I can. I've got enough time this morning to be able to do that. The other good thing is that during this time of the day it's reasonably quiet online. They are going to close down the servers, so there will be some maintenance going on today. I will get back into it this evening and play again. I do try to play around about 4 or so hours a day. If I can do 8, I'm happy. But obviously it's dependent on what goes on during my day. So, as with all YouTube videos, they have really nice sayings, and I've been saying to my children over the last few days, because I'm trying to get into it more, I'm trying to boost the personality side of it. So I'm going to end this by saying ciao for now, and don't have a good day, have a great day. Okay, no, so we need to go over to this broadcast, log out.